Namaskar, welcome everyone. So, do I have to pin my photo, my thing, or is it automatic?
It's automatic.
Okay.
When you speak, it grabs you.
All right, great. So, this mantra that we've been using for meditation, Baba Nam Kevalam, is a great mantra. And a mantra is just sound, an idea, and a vibration to focus the mind, to take it to the higher consciousness, that loving presence that's inside. And this mantra, Baba Nam Kevalam, is a chant. They call it Kiirtan. And Kiirtan has been a meditative spiritual practice for over 7,000 years. And 7,000 years ago, a dance was developed, a yoga type dance. They call it mudra. A mudra is like the way you use your body, hands, has an effect on your mind and your heart. Just like yoga asanas, massage our mind and body. These mudras give expression and also affect the mind and the heart. And so this dance was developed 7,000 years ago by the first enlightened guru on the planet. His name was Shiva, and his wife, his mate, Parvati. So I'm going to teach you this dance that they've been doing for 7,000 years that goes with chanting. And it's a standing dance. And you always keep your hands above your heart. And you're swaying side to side. And you bend the knee a little bit. And you tap the tip of the big toe behind the heel, the opposite side heel. This is the movement, the swaying movement. The name of this dance is Lalita Marmika. And I think it means in Sanskrit, dancing lightly on the earth. So it's just swaying back and forth. And here we find out that the acupuncture point of the tip of the big toe that we're tapping is the acupuncture point for the pineal gland, the highest gland in the body and the very top of the brain. And it's where we connect with higher consciousness. The higher the glands are in the body, they control all the ones below them. And the pineal gland is the highest one. And it has to do with higher states of consciousness. And here we are, kind of massaging it, stimulating it by tapping the tip of the big toe. You can practice this with me if you like. So this is the start of the dance. I'm showing you how you get comfortable just swaying side to side and tapping the tip of the big toe. Now, some people are really lazy and they won't do the toe thing and they'll just go side to side. But I'm going to teach you the ultimate way to do this chanting dance, yoga dance. Now, even better yet, your hands, the mudra, the form of your hands would be upward, and your elbows should be up a little bit from your shoulders. This is the dance, Lalita Marmika. And you're singing, let me see, maybe I can put on some Kiirtan to make it more effective here. Here we go. Baba, Baba Nam, Kevalam, Baba Nam, Kevalam, Baba Nam. So, why are our hands up like this? You know, there's a lot to be said about this. Now, of course, you can't keep them up here all the time. Your shoulders will get really tired. But you keep them above the heart, and people clap with this too. And then you go back up again. And the vibration of having your open hands upward like this is one of going home, letting go to that higher consciousness, that loving presence. It's always witnessing, guiding you. Baba, the name of that one, that universal, all-pervading consciousness, that loving presence inside where you connect in the top of your head, is called Baba. Nam, the one to identify with, and Kevalam, only you, Baba, only you, I'll keep my mind. So, some people say, some people say that the fingers are like an antenna, and you're like an antenna receiving that loving consciousness, that higher consciousness with your fingers, open it upward. Other people say, like, when your arms are up like this and your hands, they're like making a white lotus flower from the top of your head, the pineal gland, and you're receiving that higher consciousness, and you're going home to it. You're like letting go of your little ego mind up to that one. But it does have to, and some people say they see a white light in the top of their head or in the middle of their brain. So this is called Lalita Marmika, the dance to go with chanting. Kiirtan. Bhavadam Kevalam. I should have prepared a really nice kirtan to sing along, but I wanted to teach you this. Now, of course, you might feel a little bit self-conscious dancing when you're singing, but you'll get used to it. I want you to try it. Get the feeling of what it is, what you're doing. And I've been in collective kirtan with 50,000 people all dancing like this, and it's an amazing feeling. And I've never been much of a dancer, and I didn't really like it in the very beginning, but now I think it's just a wonderful way to feel, to be while you're chanting. It's like a moving meditation, that dance. You know, there's another yoga dance that I'd like to share with you, which is also using mudras, or the subtle expressions of the body and mind. And it's called Kaoshikii, another yoga dance. Now, Kaoshikii has that same rhythmic swaying side to side. And if you like to tap the tip of the big toe, stimulating the pineal gland. But this one, your arms are straight up and your arms are close to your head. And you can do this with that same mantra. But with this one, you have a different mental ideation with each direction of the body. And this dance actually is a healing dance. It heals 22 different physical ailments and psychic ailments that we have. But also it has a very uplifting meaning. So it goes like this. I'll show you first. You go in a 45 degree only, and then the other direction, 45 degrees, and then down like that. And the left foot goes out to the side, and then back up, and then back. So like a lot of the different yoga asanas, we're bending our body and stretching our body in different directions. There's a lot of yoga asanas like that, but this is a dance. It's a movement, which is really cool. So the different ideation you have in each direction. The first direction, you think, I know how to request you. It's like the longing of the human heart is important. You know, I know there must be more to life. You know, these are the fundamental questions of human beings. Who am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Why am I here? You know? And there is a higher, call it divine or loving presence that we are expanding up into, we're evolving to that fulfillment that we all are desiring. We all just want happiness. And the greatest joy that human beings will ever experience is inside this, in the returning back to this higher one. So both these dances will help us in that progress, in that movement going home. So the first direction is, I know how to request you, you know, with respect, with love, you know. I want to come home, be with me. And then the next direction, I know how to serve you. How to serve you. So how do we serve this higher self, this higher being who we really are? We do that internally and externally. Internally, we do it with our meditation, taking care of our body with our yoga and meditation and our thoughts. And externally, do it within our actions, how we treat others. We act for the welfare of others. We speak for the welfare of others. So you find this love inside, and then you share it with others. So that's how you serve that higher one. So the first direction, I know how to request you. I know how to serve you. And the third direction, I know how to surrender. Surrender. It means letting go of the little ego mind, me, always thinking of myself, to the higher cosmic mind, who I really am, this higher loving presence that the entire universe has come from, is being sustained by and returning to. So that's an important vibration also. And you touch the floor like that. It's a little bit difficult, this one, and it's meant to be, because you're really massaging the whole mind and body with this. And then the last movement is, I know how to face all the obstacles. I know how to face all the obstacles. So many obstacles come in our way in life. And these actually help us on our journey, because the obstacles that come to us are ones that we need to help overcome our sanskaras, our past karma, you know, our anger, our egotism, our whatever fears, our worries, anxieties, these things that plague us from our past are the obstacles. And so things will come at us in life that will challenge us to not react the way we always react, but to respond from a higher level. The more you do meditation, the more you do these practices, these dances and that, the more you gain control, and you won't react. You'll remember your mantra, you'll remember this inner one, and you'll respond from a higher level then. So to face all the obstacles, to remain in your divine rhythm, into that divine rhythm, is as the end of the dance. So here I'm going to do it real slowly for you. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. I know how to request you. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. And to serve you. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. I know how to request you. that longing. I know how to serve you. I know how to surrender and to face all the obstacles to remain in your divine rhythm. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. It's an interesting dance. It really does so much. It's a great exercise, but it's an exercise for the body and the mind and the spirit. Let's do it one more time together if you can, and I'll do it really slowly for you. And try to remember the ideation. I know how to request you on how to serve you and how to surrender and to face all the obstacles to remain in your divine rhythm. To remain in your divine rhythm. Here we go. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. So now I just taught you 2 yoga dances. They're wonderful, powerful dances. Baba Namo Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam. Any melody. Baba Namo Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam, Baba Namo Kevalam, Baba Nam Kevalam. I hope, we get as being yogis, meditators, we're trying to advance in life, to expand our minds and hearts. And these are our tools in our toolbox that have been given to us by great ones over the thousands of years. If I have time, there's one more little mudra. After meditation, we do something called puja. It's how they end meditation throughout history in India. And it's a really nice practice because we're trying to focus the mind, which is really restless. I mean, our brains are just like, and that's the job of our mind, is to think. But it's normally very, very restless. And what are they? Beta waves, I guess. And when we do these dances and do yoga asanas and different things like that, it helps get all the tension and stress out of the body, and it helps us become calmer with the mind and be able to focus and concentrate better. And what we think of, the mantra helps us, this higher one. And if you think of with a mantra, with each breath, you become that one. Our brain waves get calmer and calmer, just like water, and we can reflect who we really are, this higher self, this higher consciousness, more clearly. So, and then after, when you come out of meditation, we do an offering. It's an offering of, and you cup your palms up at your heart. and you offer everything that separates you from feeling that higher one all the time. They call it intuitional practices, in tune with this higher consciousness that we're trying to, because that's where the joy and love and happiness is that we're looking for as human beings, and where we'll get final fulfillment, become completed, and enjoy that love. But what is separating you from feeling that higher one all the time? You may get glimpses of it in meditation. So after meditation, you offer, like you give, the colorful flower petals come out of your heart into your hands. And so in the beginning, you let go of all your physical stuff, all your attachments, all your stuff and addictions and stuff like that. And you give it colorful flower petals, and you offer it into your hands. And then you can do this with me now too, if you like. And then you offer all your mental stuff, your fears, your worries, your anxieties, your past, your emotions, your traumas, your problems, your stress. Offer it. Let it go. It's what locks us in, divides us from that higher one. And then even your ego, this vanity, this self-centeredness, and this lower mind, and your love. And you put it all into your hands, and then you let it go. It's like an offering. Let me back up so you can see. So how you end meditation is you cup the palms here, and you offer it, and you let it go, and let all those flower petals go. So it's another kind of mudra dance that we do after meditation. And it's effective. You're letting go of all this stuff that locks you and knots your mind and your heart. And it's a beautiful way to end meditation. So those are the three movements, yoga dances that I wanted to share with you.